Welcome to the Hot Ice Reunion, 39 years in the making, starring former band members Bobby Thomas, Jerry Thomas, Rick Brinkley, Eric Wiegand, Jamie Young, Kyle Johnson, Eddie Martin, Wayne Daniel, with special guest Kenny Thomas, Jared Mars, Joe Bernoulli, Bruce Tyler, and Remington Brinkley. And now here they are, ladies and gentlemen, Hot Ice!
Let the good times roll, let them rock you around. Let the good times roll, let them make you a clown. Let them lead you up in the air. Let them
All right, so here we are. This is the original 4 members of the Hot Ice Band. This is how it all started. Actually in the room next door, but his parents have added a room here because they got tired of hearing us. So they got this nice insulated room here, right? And
do you blame them?
so it all started 39 years ago, believe it or not. I met Bobby and Jerry at a bowling tournament actually, and shortly thereafter Eric joined the band and it all started. The 5th member, Andrew's not here. But when Bobby said we were going to get this thing together, obviously it was very exciting for somebody like me who hadn't been on stage in 30 years. But I wondered, Eric, you've been playing in a band.
For a while, yeah.
Yeah, we won't mention the name here, but...
No, please don't.
So what was your first thoughts when Bobby said, hey, let's do this?
Oh, I'm in. Let's do it.
Yeah?
I've been wanting to do this for a long time, really. I've been trying to get back playing with him for years. Actually, when did we meet down?
We got close a couple times.
Yeah.
Something would just fall
because
apart.
I came down to Vera's and saw you guys on your last gig.
Yes.
So I'm like, hey, let's do something.
I don't remember.
And nothing ever happened.
Yeah, I don't
So
remember
what made
why.
you finally say yes, Bobby?
Insanity.
Jamie threw me under the bus many times. Every time she would that she was asked or anyone was asked, they would always say it's Bobby's fault we're not doing it. I actually had somebody, it may have been Glenn Edwards, who said, why don't you just go ahead and do it? And I mean, just to be able to do writing on the wall so that I can see Jamie play the keyboards again. That's exactly what he said.
Right.
So, yeah.
Two-note wonder.
At home, it's like this.
Right.
But anyway, God, that's not what it sounded like.
Yeah,
but anyway, I finally just said, maybe it would be fun. And the idea was that I wanted to do it for everybody else. And that's why Jerry and I didn't pick any songs. Because we were just like, we're going to be playing every song, so why pick? Let them pick it. Let them have fun. And it ended up that everybody had a great time, and that's the reason why I did it.
No diggity. Yeah. You know what? I like to play no diggity, no doubt. Play on, player. Play on, player. Hot Ice drops the verse. Shooting it down, good Lord. Baby got 'em open all over town. Strictly bitch, you don't play around. Cover much ground, got game by the pound. Getting paid is our forte, each and every day. True play away. I can't get her out of my mind. Wow. I think about the girl all the time. Wow, wow. The east side to the west side, pushing fat rides, it's no surprise. She got tricks in her stash, stacking up the cash, fast when it comes to the gas. By no means average, it's on when she got to have it. Baby, you're a perfect 10. I wanna get in. Can I get down so I can win? I like the way you work it. No diggity. I like to bag it up. Bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I like to bag it up. Bag it up, girl. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I like to bag it up. Bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. To bag it up. Get up. She got class and style. She acknowledged by the pound. Baby never act wild. Very low key on the profile. Ha. Catching feelings is the no. Let me tell you how it goes. Hers the word, spins the verb. Lovers hit curves so quick what you heard. Rolling with the fatness. You don't even know what the half is. You got to pay to play. Just for shorty bang bang to look your way. Ha. I like the way you work it. Drum tight all day, every day. You're blowing my mind, maybe in time. Baby, I could get you in my eyes. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I like to bag it up. Bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I like to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I like to bag it up. Bag it up, babe. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I like to bag it up. Here we go. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo, that girl looks good. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Play yo, play yo, play yo. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. You're my kind of girl. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hey, hey, hey. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I like to bag it up. Girl, you got it going on. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I like to bag it up. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. To bag it up. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey. No diggity. Yeah. Come on. Teresa in full effect. Tamisha in full effect. Debbie in full effect. Shauna in full effect. Teresa in full effect. Ain't nothing going on but the rent, no doubt. Yeah. Now diggity. Play on, play on, play on, play on, play on, play on. Cause I like it. Right. No diggity. No doubt. Yeah. Woo. We out. Yeah. Yeah. Little Black Street for you.
And the reason why I didn't do it for the longest time was because of the passing of Chris Mowery. I just felt like, how many guitar players am I going to have to find to make up for it?
About 20.
You didn't find enough. You didn't find enough.
Hey, negative.
Well, we did.
Hey, Negative Nelly.
No, we did, but we had a few drop out the last minute.
Negative
but we were
Nelly.
able to pull it off.
No,
No,
you stepped up big time.
no, for me it was that, because I haven't been on stage, I haven't learned a new song in 30-something years, plus years, whatever. So, to go from 0 to 45 songs, I can imagine these two. I mean, 100 songs, Jerry. How the hell did you learn 100 songs?
He didn't.
107, wasn't it?
107.
It was
yeah.
106 because Nicholas's
Yeah, right,
song was
right.
the 107th one.
While we are having a great time reuniting here this weekend, one of our core members is no longer with us, Chris Mowery. We really miss him. He had an amazing, indelible effect on all of us musically, and he was just a real cool dude. And in his honor, we are collecting donations right here for cancer. Chris was, like I said, he was just an amazing guy, and we miss him dearly. But in his honor, we'd like to make a donation to cancer, and that's what this is for. So.
Saw him dancing there by the record machine. I knew he must have been about 17. The beat was going strong, playing our favorite song. home where we can be alone. Next we're moving on, here's with me, yeah me. And next we're moving on, here's with me, yeah me. Singing I love rock and roll, put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll, come and take your time and dance with me. Take you home where we can be alone. Next we're moving on, here's with me, yeah me. I can tell him moving it on and singing a song, yeah with me. Singing I love rock and roll, put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll, come and take your time and dance with me. I love rock and roll, put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll, come and take your time and dance with me. Love rock and roll, put another dime in the jukebox, baby.
I'm John Waters. I'm known as Chicken Man to everybody in the band. Known everybody for quite a few years, since about at least 1980. Went to high school with Bobby and Jerry. I met Aaron and Chris through the band, through Bobby one day at lunchtime. They were looking for a sound guy, and thought I'd be interested, so I went on over there and down in their basement, and there I was, sitting behind a picnic bench back in the early 80s.
I've been involved with the band since way back in the day. Met through friends, hung out with Jerry all the time. His mom and dad were like my second mom and dad. And I was the roadie for a long time, hung out, loaded the equipment and all that good stuff, and just had a good time.
We've known Bobby for quite some time. I go back to 9th grade. Kevin goes back to
Kindergarten.
That's a long time. Used to go over Bobby's basement. This is before they were actually playing out, and just hang out with him, watch him practice. And I think one of the first times I remember going to see him somewhere else is we got a couple gigs at Crossland Senior High School.
That's exactly right.
And I think we were still in high school at the time, so that was 80, maybe 81 at the latest.
I met the band in my junior year of high school. Some friends took us over to the Thomas's basement, and we were all out having a good time on a Saturday night, and the people we were with said, hey, let's go over and listen to Hot Ice. And the group of us said, well, who's Hot Ice? And they're, oh, they're a band, and they play in the Thomas's basement. So
Yep, we've had a lot of good time over the years with the guys, and a lot of good times, friends.
Late in the evening, just wondering what clothes to wear. got an aching head. I'll be nice. So I give her the car key. She helps me to bed. And then I tell her, as I turn out the lights, I said, my darling, you are wonderful tonight. Oh yes, my darling, you are wonderful tonight. Thank you, dancers.
Well, it's fun to see everybody again. I mean, I got a lot of them on Facebook, but
Right.
you lose track of some of them, and it's been fun getting reunited.
Yeah, it seems like a great time.
Yeah, it's been a good time so far.
Been a long couple days.
Yeah, it has. I'm tired. I was there till I didn't get home till 4:15 this morning. We're back at it again, and I'll probably be here till we load up tonight. So.
We all went over and I met the band and actually sang with them for a little bit, but it was before we were of age. I think we did one of Martha's bowling banquets and maybe a school dance.
They stayed together long enough to play at the reunion for the class of '80.
Wow.
And that's a pretty good long time. Yeah. And it was cool that they played together all that time, because we could come back throughout the years and go to different places and see them, and we knew we were going to see other people too.
Right.
You know, people that we didn't plan on but just happened to be there.
What's great is that Bobby and Jerry and Kenny have always stuck together, and it was, in my opinion, that was awesome. And
Yeah.
I really hate the fact that I didn't get a chance to see Mr. and Mrs. Thomas today, but I'll tell you what, did a great job.
It feels awesome. I hope they like to move on and try to bring the band back. I'm more than willing to try to help them out as much as I can as a roadie or whatever they need. You know, this tribute to Chris Mallory. Chris is a very good friend of mine also, and he's very, very well missed by all of us.
Find out at the last minute that we're not going to be able to do, well, we decided at the last minute not to risk doing it at Gilligan's on Friday and Saturday night. So we had this frantic conference call, what was it, 24 hours before or 48 hours before?
No, it was 28 hours.
By 28 hours before, we're actually supposed to go on stage. And we decide, all right, we're going to move it. We were proposed by the owner to move it to Hotel Charles. So then the frantic Facebooking, texting Barrage, emailing Barrage started after that. And yet we were able to get there, set up. We were only like maybe an hour late, actually starting time maybe.
When?
Friday night.
No, we started.
Oh, we started on. Oh, we started on time.
We started
right.
on time,
which is pretty amazing.
But I wasn't done with that tweaking until 7:55.
Right, right. Oh yeah, you want to talk about the little panic mode? We almost didn't play at all on Friday.
Jerry's drum machine just wouldn't accept any MIDI messages, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, most people don't know, but literally 5 minutes before we go on, we have no sound. We have no way of playing these songs at all. No one in the audience knew, but up on stage, we sure knew. Yeah.
We fixed it.
City girls just seem to find out early how to open doors with just a smile. A rich old man, and she won't have to worry. She'll dress up all in lace and go in style. And late at night, the big old house gets lonely. I guess every form of refuge has its price. And it breaks her heart to think a love is only given to a man with hands as cold as ice. So she tells him she must go out for the evening to comfort an old friend who's feeling down. But he knows where she's going, and as she's leaving, she is headed for the cheating side of town. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. On the other side of town, a boy's waiting with fiery eyes and dreams no one can steal. Drives on through the night anticipating, 'cause he makes her feel the way she used to feel. She rushes to his arms, they fall together. She whispers that it's only for a while. She swears that soon she'll be coming back forever. She pulls away and leaves him with a smile. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. She gets up and pours herself a strong one and stares out at the stars up in the sky. Another night, it's gonna be a long one. She draws a shade and hangs her head to cry. She wonders how it ever got this crazy. She thinks about a boy she knew in school. Did she get tired or did she just get lazy? Tracy! She's so far gone, she feels just like a fool. And my oh my, you sure know how to arrange things. You set it up so well, so carefully. Ain't it funny how your new life didn't change things? You're still the same old girl you used to be. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. There ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. Honey, you can't hide your lying eyes.
I had a blast playing there. What was your best part of the weekend?
To be honest with you, I mean, am I allowed to be honest?
Yeah, be honest.
I loved watching my kids.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that was cool.
I was just like, wow. I was able to calm down for a couple minutes.
Right.
And enjoy, you know, like the whole thing.
Be a spectator.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I also liked seeing everyone that I hadn't seen in years.
That was probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
Just seeing people I hadn't seen.
It was very
30
nice.
years, right?
30 years, yeah.
Yeah, I would say for me was getting on stage with my son playing a song. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm
and
sure that
believe
was.
me, he practiced many hours to learn that one song. But you know, he's never really played guitar before, so for him to actually learn a song well enough to get up there and be on stage with me at the same time, and have my daughters come up from Florida to see us all play, that was pretty special for me.
Sister Christian, know the time has come, and you know that you're the only one to say, okay.
Look at me, by the way. They're my direction, like that.
But not with the camera. What about that? Look at
Okay,
that.
not that way. Like generally this direction. You don't have to stare me in my eyeballs, but just like somewhere over here.
My name's Remington Brinkley. My dad is Rick Brinkley. He's been in the band since they started 39 years ago. Then I got into guitar with him because I wanted to be cool like my dad when I was little. So I learned from him throughout the years, and he was like, "Hey, you want to, get on stage?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll get on stage." So that's what I did this weekend, the Hot Ice reunion. Got on stage with my dad and we jammed out. It's been a great weekend. It's really tiring, but it was all worth it.
It's been crazy.
It's been very crazy, but I'm glad I was here for him. Watching my dad up there like a rock star is the coolest thing in the world. I always wish I could make a band with my friends, but we don't have any talent. But that's okay. You don't have to put that last part in there. Yeah, but I'm gonna be.
Like, I don't care if I'm in the video.
I don't.
So you see it like I'm not even in it. What? Right?
Exactly. I'm gonna make this thing look crazy.
I'll be in it. I've been next to the cameraman since he's been here,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna be in half of the shots.
Oh, there you go.
They'd be like, I didn't know he was in the band. He's not.
You ready?
Always. 10
Well,
out
that's
of 10. Ready to rock.
Yeah. So how about the people that helped us out, the special guests? Pretty cool.
Oh yes, that was very nice of them. Again, because of Chris's passing, we had to get a bunch of special guests to make up for it. And Joe Bernoulli, Jared, Mars did a great job, Eddie B, and Vinny, and just the whole deal. I mean, Eddie stepped up, did a couple extra songs.
Bruce Tyler.
Yes, Bruce Tyler.
Bruce wishes he would have done more songs.
Right, right.
Of course, Remy.
Yeah.
Did a good job. Trying to think, am I missing somebody? Because I don't
Kenny.
want to feel bad. Oh, my
Kenny.
brother Kenny.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been nice of me to forget him.
Yeah.
And I know he had a good time.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
He enjoyed singing those songs that he
That was
hadn't
very
done.
cool getting to play New York Groove with him again.
Yeah.
I missed that. That was fun.
I'm sure you were probably quite shocked when you found out we were going to be doing New York Groove.
Yeah, I was.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, but I like it.
Yeah.
I love that song.
For the first time tonight, we're going to feature Kenny Thomas.
Check. Check, check, check. Of my Cadillac, a wicked lady sitting by my side saying, where are we? Stop at 3rd and 43, exit to the night, it's gonna be ecstasy. This place was meant for me. Feels so good tonight. Who cares about tomorrow? So baby, you better believe I'm back in the New York groove. 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 I'm back. I'm back.
Start with introducing yourself, and then you can go wherever you want from there.
Okay, cool. Wayne Daniel, good old Clinton boy from 20735. Got my started my relationship with the Hot Ice Thomas family, and in general with Kenny Thomas. Ended up meeting Bobby at my high school senior week in Ocean City. We started talking. Bobby was talking about a band. I was a bass player. Bobby offered that why don't you come out and try out? And we're thinking about starting the band back up. And I had never played in the band. I was a sheet music guy, read music, played in the orchestra, jazz band, and had always dreamt about playing in a band, but never took that leap. And Bobby gave me that opportunity. And to be quite honest with you, it's been a blessing for me and my family, because here I am, a high school senior, started band practice the following summer, fall. I was working a full-time 40-hour job, going to school, saved all my money, and I owned my first house when I was 22 years old, simply based on playing in a band with Bobby Thomas.
All right, I think we need to get some people on the dance floor right now.
Bustin'. This is a jam for all the fellas. Try to do what those ladies tell us. Get shot down cause you're overzealous. Play hard to get females, get jealous. Okay, smarty, go to a party. Girls are scantily clad and showing body. A chick walks by, you wish you could sex her, but you're sitting on the wall like you was Poindexter. Next day's function, high-class luncheon. Food is served and you're stone-cold munching. Music comes on, people start to dance, but then you ate so much, you really sit your pants. The girl starts walking, guys start balking, sits down next to you and starts talking. Said she wanted to dance cause she likes the groove, so come on, fatso, bust a move. Just bust a move. You're on a mission and you're wishing someone can cure your lonely condition. Looking for love in all the wrong places. No fine girls, just ugly faces. From frustration, first inclination is to become a monk and leave the situation. But every dark tunnel has a light of hope, so don't hang yourself with the celibate rope. A movie showing, so you're going. Could care less about the fire you're blowing. Theater gets dark just to start the show. Then you spot a fine woman sitting in your row. She's dressed in yellow, she says hello. Come sit next to me, you fine fellow. You run over there without a second to lose. And what comes next? Hey, bust the move. Just bust the move. In the city, ladies look pretty. Guys tell jokes so they can seem witty. Tell a funny joke just to get some play. Then she try to make a move and she says no way. Goodness bacon, goodness saking. They want the man who brings home the bacon. Got no money, then you got no car, then you got no woman, and there you are. Some girls are sadistic, much are realistic. Looking for the man makes them opportunistic. They lying on the beach perpetrating the tan. So the brother with money be their man. So on the beach you're strolling, real high rolling. Everything you have is yours and not stolen. The girl runs up with something to prove. So don't just stand there, bust a move. Bust a move.
Break it down for me, fellas. Bust a move, show and prove. Be just like Madonna, get into the groove. Cause if you show that you got nerve, you're gonna get what every man deserves. Women don't like it when you take too long. That's the main reason why we do this song. All I know said it, it must be true. I can't go for that, no can do. Now how many times you seen a woman that you wanted? You best to go home, you say, darn it. I should've kept that chick in sight, and then I wouldn't be alone tonight. Now I'm not saying to go sex crazy, or you might find yourself pushing up daisies. Just be smart and just be smooth, and use your head when you bust a move.
Your best friend Harry has a brother Larry. In 5 days from now he's gonna marry. He's hoping you can make it there if you can, cause in the ceremony you'll be the best man. You say Nito, check your libido as you roll to the church in your new tuxedo. The bride walks down just to start the wedding, and there's one more girl you won't be get. So you start thinking, then you start blinking. Bride lady looks and thinks that you're winking. She thinks you're kinda cute, so she winks back. Now you're feeling really firm, cause the girl is stacked. 3 seconds jumping, basses pumping. Look at the girl and your heart starts thumping. Said she wanna dance cause she likes the groove. So come on G now, bust the move. Just bust the move. Bust the move.
Wayne Daniels, WD in the house.
You know, once the band broke up in the early 90s, they reunited, and I was having a family and really didn't have time and effort to put in the band. And then here it is 20 some odd years later, and Bobby gives me a call and they want to do a Blast from the Past reunion. I would have come even if I didn't participate, solely for the reason we're doing this primarily is in remembrance of Chris Mowry. And the cool part about all this is because I was a sheet music guy and could read music, and I had to learn 70 songs when we first started, that was absolute hell for me, because they didn't have sheet music for the stuff I was playing. And Chris Mowry had perfect pitch, so he could hear a song one time and Chris would teach me the bass lines. So, you know, Chris was my silent mentor, if you will, on stage. And if I got stumped, he could tell because I was off rhythm and he had perfect pitch. He could just look over at me and he would face me so that I could see the neck of his guitar, and I could play guitar also, so I could kind of pick up and we would get back in sync. So all in all, absolute perfect weekend. Unfortunately, the weather brought us inside and we didn't get to be outside, but I still think it was a huge success, and I really want to thank everybody for the opportunity and the blessing to be part of this cool weekend. So, thanks, Bobby. Thank you, Hot Ice, for everything.
Walking like a man, hitting like a hammer, she's a juvenile scam. Never was a quitter, tasted like a raindrop. She's got the look, heavenly bound, cause heaven's got a number when she's spinning me around. Kissing is a color, loving is a wild dog. She's got the look, she's got the look, she's got the look. What in the world can make a brown-eyed girl turn blue? When everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la, she's got the look. Fire in the ice, sticking to the tower, it's a love of disguise. Banging on the head, shaking like a mad bull, she's got the look. Swaying with the band, moving like a hammer, she's a miracle man. Loving is the ocean, kissing is the wet sand. She's got the look, she's got the look, she's got the look. What in the world can make a brown-eyed girl turn blue? When everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la, she's got the look.
So I am Jamie Henry Young. I started the band when I was Henry and single. I was dating a gentleman named Tony Prestipino who was best friends with Bobby, and was singing in the car, and he thought it was a good idea that I try out for Hot Ice. And he said Bobby's favorite song at the time was Suddenly by Olivia Newton-John. And I practiced, and I showed up at band practice to try out, and they hired me. So when I joined Hot Ice, we used to, of course, practice in Bobby's parents' basement, and I was always the only girl. So they were always very good to me, nice, always nice to me. I was spoiled. I was the princess of the group. You know, when we first started out, of course, it was difficult because we were all learning a lot of songs at one time, and then you know, we started to go to different bars and play at different bars, which was fun for me because I had never sang in a band. And, you know, you started getting a crowd, and then our crowd got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then we had a nice following, and we'd go to different places, and Bobby would always figure out great places for us to play at. And I think my best memories were playing at a bar in Cambridge, and I'm sure, you know, lots of people remember that place. It was a riverboat, sort of a riverboat. It was the top deck, and it was inside, but we played inside, and you know, we were so new as a band, and we didn't have any money. We weren't making any money. So the band, they would hire us, and then they'd allow us to have one room. Being the only girl in the band, you got one room. So I had to share a bed with 5 guys and me. So I always ended up being sandwiched between 2 other gentlemen. Buried. No, nothing. No hanky-panky. Just sandwiched between 2 guys.
This next song we're going to send out to Terry, but I'm sure that Jamie would like to send it out to you, so I'm going to shut up and let her talk.
No, I was just going to send it out to my husband. This is his favorite song that I sing.
Take me on a trip. Sing it pretty, Jamie.
Oh, I'll try. Everybody come out and dance. But I don't wanna use you just to have somebody by my side. And I don't wanna hate you, I don't wanna take you, I don't wanna be the one to cry. And I don't really matter to anyone anymore. Your heart you can't trust. There's a reason why people don't stay where they are. Maybe sometimes love just ain't enough. Now I could never use you, but I don't wanna blame you. Take the fall.
Yes, I may have hurt you, but I did not desert you. Maybe I just wanna have it all. It makes us sound like thunder. It makes me feel like the rain. Like a fool who will never see the truth. I keep thinking something's gonna change. There's a danger in loving somebody too much, and it's sad when you know it's your heart you can't trust. There's a reason why people don't stay where they are. Maybe sometimes love just ain't enough. And there's no way home when it's late at night and you're all alone. All the things that you wanted to say. Do you feel me beside you in your bed? There beside you where I used to lay.
So after Chris passed away, we all kind of had a hole in our hearts, and Bobby and I started talking and thought it would be a good idea to do a Hot Ice reunion, and you know, got together and talked about it, and came up with a date, and we started planning this a year ago. Bobby last summer came down to Ocean City, where I stay most of the summer, and we actually created the entire Saturday song list. So we went through and picked out all the songs, what the order of the songs should be, what the versions of Hot Ice should be, because there's version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4. I was actually in version 3. So we wanted to make sure everybody was represented. So we went through the list, and it was a year in the making. So a lot of fun, a lot of stress. Bobby, poor guy, he's been through heck and back. But you know, now it's kind of a bittersweet thing. We got to do it and had a blast, and had a pretty big following to show up. But it's over, and so now there's the, you know, all the stress leading up to it. But now it's over, so, you know, that's the sad part.
Mm-hmm. Been a crazy weekend.
Crazy, fun and crazy weekend. But, and we're all exhausted at this point, but exhausted. But it was worth it. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of laughs. And thank the good Lord above, my voice held out.
That's right.
I was praying.
Got any Journey fans out there?
I've been thinking about the time you walked out on me. There were moments I believed you were there. Do I miss you, or am I lying to myself again? There do these things,
It's all because of you.
I'll keep holding on, but I'll try.
Try not to think of you.
Oh, don't leave me lonely. I'll be alright without you. There'll be someone else. I keep telling myself
Jamie helped a lot, so did these two. Constantly having the behind the scenes help. So
Well, you put
keep
2
me,
years
keep
into
me
this.
sane.
You put 2 years into this thing.
Yeah, they
Right.
kept me sane.
Almost.
I was able to call Rick every day and
Rick talked you
voice
off the
my.
ledge every day.
Yeah, he talked me down.
I kept him off the ledge.
You
Or
keep
at
him
least,
off
at least
of
from
it.
stepping off of
Right.
it. Anyway.
Yeah, I didn't
He
go
was
all
on
the
the
way
ledge
down.
many times.
I spent my whole 2 years on the ledge.
Right. No, it was great.
Yeah, awesome time.
But I'll say the people, I mean, they showed up, man.
Yeah, it was raining unbelievably.
Oh yeah,
Right.
It was incredible that many people showed up, especially on Saturday. That was nuts.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, because it was terrible weather Saturday.
Oh, it was terrible. Yeah.
As soon as we got set up, we came inside. It just like, whoosh,
Well, it was
everywhere.
good because it was like going back in time for a lot of them. You know what I mean? Back even some of them as far back as high school. It's the last time they got to see the band play.
Mhm.
You know, down Friday night practice in that room next door. You
Yep.
know, some
Yeah.
of them that's the last time they got to see us. So
Jeff King,
yeah,
Claire Purcell, Timmy Patton, Sandy Messina. God, we could go on forever. Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Just so many people that came to see us. It was very nice.
I pulled into town in a police car. Your daddy said I took you just a little too far. You're telling me things, but your girlfriend lied. They can't catch me 'cause the rabbit done died. Yes, it did. Standing in front just to shake your ass. I'll take you backstage, you can drink from my glass. I talk about something you can sure understand. 'Cause a month on the road and I'll be eating from a hand.
So you just let me know when I'm ready.
Whenever you're ready, go for it.
All right, well, this is Eddie B.
Also,
Probably
just
don't recognize me a little bit here and a little older, but I'd like to say thanks a lot, Hot Ice, for letting me have this opportunity to come back and do this reunion with you, with Chris. Great guy, loved playing with him. It all started for me in a country band, believe it or not, with Jerry Thomas. We were playing together in a band called Encore, and he said, Ed, you got to get out of this band and come and play with my brother and me, Bobby. And I said, okay, I'll go check it out. So that was the start of me with the Hot Ice Band. But before that, it was a band called Exit, which was a heavy metal rock band. We all dressed up, looked the part, played the good songs, played at a gas station on 301, and we said, this is it. We ain't gonna make no money doing this. Went straight to Sam's Crab House, played there as a house band. This was back in 1985, 86. From there, we went to a place in Bladensburg called Judge Roy Beans, and then finally to a place called the Underground in Waldorf, Martha Washington Hotel. And that was the end of it for me. But thanks a lot for having me. Had a great time doing this reunion.
Also kind of like I can't think of the word, nostalgic I guess would be the best word, that saying we are Hot Ice, even when you're saying we are Hot Ice, we're going to take a short pause, it was just really weird and nostalgic to say it again after all those years. So it was so nice to see Chris's sister Vicky come.
Yeah, that was very cool.
A little sad at times.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's a lot of emotion.
Stop what you're doing, because I'm about to cry.
Yeah. That's the one thing I regret. I never met Chris. Wish I had.
Yeah. Great person.
Heard so much good stuff about him.
Yeah, I mean, like all of the character things that you heard, just multiply that by 100 is how good he was when he was up there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just unbelievable.
This is Chris Mallory's sister. Everybody that knew my brother Chris knew that he was my best friend. And he was the best friend to everybody. He made everybody laugh. All we ever did is laugh our entire lives. His whole life was music. He never took a lesson in his life. And he started out at the
didn't know what to expect. I didn't know anything. 2 girls came up to help me, and no lie, both of their names were Chris. My nurses' names were Chris, and I bawled like a baby. And they told me it's going to be all right, and I felt this sense of peace all over my body, and I said, I know it's going to be all right, because my brother Chris is with me. And he told me the last words he ever said to me is, don't worry about it, kid. I got you. Everything's going to be all right. I promise you. I love you, kid. And I can't thank you. He would be very humble that we are honoring him this way. Very humble. You know, Chrissy would be like, y'all don't need to do that shit. You know? But I know he told me when Bobby and Jamie first came to me and said, hey, how about we do this reunion and we're going to dedicate it in honor of Chris. I said, you know, he would be so humble. He wouldn't want you to do that. You know? But I know he would be telling me, now girl, if they did all this for me, you better go and represent my ass. So, I appreciate everybody coming, and if you could donate to UNC Lineberger Comprehensive Cancer Center in North Carolina, I'd greatly appreciate it, and I'm going to take a check to them. They saved my life, and I would like to take a check in his memory to them to fight cancer and end this disease for all of us. So, he would want this to be, for us to make this a better world, and I know that's what he would want. So I appreciate everything, and thank you so much.
So this next song I am going to dedicate to our former guitar player, Chris Mowry, sadly who passed away a number of years ago. This is one of my favorite songs that he and I used to play together. So please, I hope you all enjoy it.
And you always make me...
I well up every time I say it. So.
I've
Yeah, I remember seeing you the first time I saw you guys with Chris, and why do you? No, I think it was
Sam's Caravan?
No. This it was
Mudler
later.
or Jello
It was
Restaurant?
later. I think it was more like Comedy South or one of those places.
Wonderful.
Right. But you know, you introduced me to him. The
Central
first thing he said was, "Hey man, if you want to get and play a song, you know, grab a guitar." And I mean, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't have
Not many
expected
people
that.
do that.
No.
It's my
no.
song.
Right.
Yeah, right.
No, he was just like, "Hey man, whenever you ever want to get up there and play, man, hey, grab a guitar and let's go." You know, so that was very cool.
We're accidentally playing footsies.
Yeah, I play footsies.
Sorry.
And I'm
Nice
jealous.
All right.
Accidentally. What a liar.
Every time I try to walk away, something makes me turn around and stay. And I can't tell you why. No, baby, I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. I can't tell you. Let's hear it for Rick bringing the lead guitar. That was awesome.
Shout out to Jerry Malsack,
Yes.
Jam
Definitely.
Sounds
Jerry
Productions.
is the man.
Yes.
For coming through, providing great sound.
Mhm.
He opened his home up to
Very
us.
patient man. That's all I got
Yeah.
to say. Very
He
patient.
opened his
man.
home
Give me this,
up
give me
to
that,
us.
give me
He
this,
fed
give me
us, for the rehearsal that we had the week prior,
Yes.
the dress rehearsal.
God,
You know, him
all
and
the
his
food
wife,
and
right.
him and his wife.
Yeah, Gene.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gene. They did a great job.
Thank you guys.
And to all our families for putting up with us for the past
Oh, my God.
18 months of basically being absent.
Yeah.
I know I've been an absent husband for at least the last year.
Yeah, me too.
Getting ready for this thing, between getting our rehearsals together, guitar practice, band practice, whatever, sequencing nights.
Rosie was quite
you know,
upset with
song
me.
lists, you know, right, exactly. But no, definitely the families. Thank you a lot
Yes.
for putting up with us. And now we one more gig to go, and then we'll
Thursday night.
Yeah, and we'll be back. So, yeah.
I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted one time to see you laughing. Only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. To see you bathing in the purple rain. I never wanted to be yours. I only want to be some kind of friend. Yeah. Baby, I can never steal you from another. Such a shame our friendship as you went. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you underneath the purple rain. Honey, I know times are changing. It's time we all reach out for something new. That means you too. You say you want a leader, but you can't seem to make up your mind. Leave it closing to the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only
So just start off, just introduce yourself, say how you were involved with the band, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, my name's Bruce Tyler. I ended up hooking up with Hot Ice. Bobby Thomas, actually, him and I used to play in a group together called Synergy about 5-6 years ago. Last year, he told me about this event and asked me if I wanted to play, and I said, yeah, that sounds cool. He gave me a call about a couple of months ago. We started rehearsing a couple of times and everything, and it's been a blast. You know, this weekend, man, has really been great. I've had a wonderful time, you know. Met a lot of new people, a lot of new musicians that I never played with, so I'm kind of looking forward to playing with them again, you know, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I've had a blast this weekend.
Yeah, people have been having a good time. People have been coming and talk to us just to explain how much fun they've been having.
Yeah, definitely.
I know it's been a long weekend. You guys have been working hard.
Oh yeah, but it's been a blast, for real.
But anyway, we're gonna take it back old school right now with some old 70s funk. So what we need is some folks to take advantage of this wonderful dance floor right here. Let's get it going. Yes, I can. Woo! No shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you truly be. Your shining star, no matter who you are.
Just start off, introduce yourself, say how you're involved with everything. You know?
I'm Jared Mars. I'm a guitar player. I play with Eric Wiegand in a band called Soul Patch. And about a month ago, he asked me to fill in as the last-minute guitar player. So I've only met these guys a short time. Awesome. Transplant. So again, it's kind of a rush job to try to get ready for this show. They've been putting it on for so long, and there's so many great memories that each one of them have with each other in the interaction. They've been very welcoming to me, and the way to hear them talk about Chris, they've had a lot of memories with this band. The music's been great. The song choices, a lot of these songs I grew up with.
Right.
Yeah, so it's nice to be able to play that. But after meeting the guys, I hope to continue because I've got to meet some great musicians that I never would have met. Bruce Tyler, bass player, awesome. Kyle Johnson is a fabulous vocalist. The Saturday night show, he was just singing incredibly on the show. And of course Eric, playing on bass, and I think he played in the group for 5 or 6 years. that he was with them. So there's some great memories there.
Yeah.
Kyle Johnson, people have known Hot Ice through the 39 years. I think I heard one person tell me that they were a house band at one point in time for somebody.
Yeah.
And so, but they've had a lot of great memories, and it's just been a good thing to be a part of. I've been blessed to be a part of that.
Advil, Advil, headache, 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 him and I, Advil. Oh, play me some mountain music, like Grandma and Grandpa used to play. And I'll float on down the river to the Canyon hideaway. Drift away like Tom Sawyer, ride a raft with old Huck Finn. Play a rap like Rip Van Winkle, ladies dreaming again. Like Grandma and Grandpa used to play. And I'll float on down the river to the Canyon hideaway. And swim across the river just to prove that I'm a man. Spend the day being lazy, just being nature's friend. And climb along tall hickory, getting over, getting bummed, playing baseball with city rocks. Using sawmills slash wombats. Play some back home, come on music that comes from the heart. Play something with lots of feeling, 'cause that's where music has to start. Oh, play some mountain music like Grandma and Grandpa used to play. And I'll float on down the river to the Canyon hideaway. Hey, hey.
My name is Joe Bernoulli. I'm from Fort Washington, Maryland. PG County, PG proud. Been playing in bands since the late 70s. First band I was in called Ignition. Kyle Johnson was in that band when I was 13. Crazy. We played all over PG County for a long time, and the Hideaway was one of the places we played, the Diamond Club in Waldorf, Brass Lantern in Camp Springs. During that time, during the 80s, Hot Ice Band played a lot of the same places as us, and we got to know them after a while. If they were playing at the Hideaway, which was open till 3, they played till 2:30, we were done in Waldorf at 1. We would hustle back up there and catch their last set. You know, when we'd sit in with them, we'd sing a song or something and play with them, and they would do the same with us. And eventually, you know, some of our band members became their band members. Like Kyle was in Hot Ice for a while. Chris Mowry was in Ignition for a while. Sorry. When they did the reunion thing, I told Bobby, hey, you know, you need a guitar player. I'd be happy to play a few songs, you know, in Chris's honor. And so we did. There are 3 other guitar players besides me that are filling in for Chris, and it's just been a really fun time. I've seen friends that I haven't seen for 20, 30 years. Just such a blast. I love these people. The Thomas family, Jamie, all of them, just love them. They're just wonderful people. It's just been great, and I'm honored to be part of it. I'm getting all verklempt here. Yeah, so I'm thankful for it, the opportunity. Thanks, you guys.
Okay, so I'm Kyle Johnson, and I was in the third, I believe it's the third version of Hot Ice. Most people know there were several different versions of the band, several different incarnations of the band, and I was in the final version that had Bobby and Jerry, and of course our buddy, the late great Chris Mowry on guitar. And the way we got together it was very interesting. I was in another band, actually. I was in that band. I joined Hot Ice for 7, 8 years, and now I'm back with the band I was in before. It's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy story. But anyway, the long and short of it is I was in a band called Doctor's Orders, and we used to play a lot of the same circuit that the previous version of Hot Ice played. We played a lot of the same venues, you know, the Hideaway and the Decoy Lounge down in Clinton and places like that. And we'd also hang out. Sometimes when we weren't even playing, we'd also hang out and see each other in those same venues. So, and Bobby was telling me how he was thinking about getting Hot Ice back together. I said, well, that's interesting because I'm kind of at the end of my tenure, you know, with my current band. And he and Chris were like, we should do something together. I hadn't thought about it up to that point. I thought, that might not be a bad idea. I said, you know, what would it be like? You know, who would be the people in it, and what kind of music would we do? And it turned out that we went somewhere after the bar closed down, we went to somebody's house and we partied until, like the sun came up. And we sat there all night talking about, oh, we're gonna play this kind of song, we're gonna play that song, we're gonna, have this group of musicians, we're gonna be doing this. He was telling me all about how the whole band would work, how the whole situation would work. And it was very intriguing. That's how I came to be a part of the band.
Finally, my college roommates are here. Woo!
I woke up this morning, could have sworn it was Judgment Day.
The sky was all purple, there were people running everywhere.
I tried to run from my destruction, you know I didn't even care.
Say 2000 party over, oops, out of time.
But life is just a party and parties weren't meant to last.
The war was all around us, my mind said prepare to fight. So if I gotta die, I'm gonna listen to my body tonight. Yeah, they say 2000 party over, loops out of time.
We had a lot of good times together. When we first started out, the thing I remember is that we went into great debt. We bought all our equipment and we borrowed the money from Bob's grandfather. And he was nice enough to give us a loan, so we bought all this equipment, and we just bought tons and tons of equipment. And so we had to work a lot in order to pay off our debt, because we borrowed, lots of money. And there were times we play venues that we would play 5 nights straight. And the other thing I remember about that is, like, at the time I was working at a radio station, and I was working a Wednesday through Sunday, and I was off Monday and Tuesday. And when we played the Hideaway 5 nights in a row, it was Wednesday through Sunday. So those 5 days, I'd work, play, work, play, work, play, work, play, work, play. So Mondays, I'd be like that. Nothing. I was doing nothing. I just laying in my bed. I might get up, go get something to eat, and come back and lay in my bed all day because I was so exhausted from working and playing 5 straight nights. But we were young and we were energetic and we could do it. You know, we couldn't do it now if we wanted to, but it was great back then, and we really enjoyed doing it. We had a lot of fun playing the music we like to play, and we just had a lot of fun being around each other. You know, it was really cool. This weekend, this reunion weekend has been amazing. It's been fantastic playing with people I haven't played with in so long. But Chris not being here, you know, it's very bittersweet. He was an amazing musician. I mean, that goes without saying. He played drums, he played bass, he played guitar, he played keyboards. One year with my other band, our bass player wasn't going to be around. He was going to Hawaii or something for New Year's Eve, and the band suddenly booked a New Year's Eve gig. We didn't have a bass player, and I thought, crap, what am I going to do? I'd already left Hot Ice by then, and I was I'd gone back to my other group. Chris said, I'll do it. Came over to my house one night. We rehearsed about 30, 35 songs, and he played them New Year's Eve. I mean, just like that, like it was nothing. I mean, that's how good a musician he was. He could play anything, and he was so musically knowledgeable, probably more so than anybody I've ever played with. So this whole weekend, while it's been great, it's been very bittersweet doing it without him, because he has left a real mark on this band, both in the way he played and his musicality, and just in the kind of guy he was. You know, he was real cool. He was just the coolest guy you ever want to meet, and we miss him dearly. And one more thing I want to say, Chris wasn't here, so one of the guys that filled in for him was Joey B, Joe Bernoulli. And Joey and I go back to the first band that I was ever in. When I was in high school, played in a band called Ignition. So it's really kind of coming full circle, being in the first band I was ever in, playing with Joey, playing in Doctor's Orders, playing in Hot Ice, playing with Chris not being here, Joe filling in for Chris. It's like everything comes full circle. And playing with Joey has been a great experience this weekend. I mean, that's been one of the highlights of the weekend. So if I couldn't play with Chris, the next best thing was to play with Joe. So that was great.
Final thoughts about the weekend, about the reunion, about anything, the people, the night, the day?
I'd just like to thank everyone. Yeah. Everyone. I mean, band members, guest stars,
behind the scenes
sound man, Gilligan's and
Yeah.
Hotel Charles for accommodating us when the
Art,
weather was
man,
so bad. Art and Brandy. all the fans that came out, because it was like, wow, it was almost like a time capsule being opened back up to see everybody again.
The roadies.
Yes, the roadies, all the guys that helped.
Chicken Man.
Gary Cooper.
Chicken Man, yeah. Shout out to Chicken Man.
John Waters, Glenn Edwards, Dave Gallahan, Mike Taffy. Thank you, Mike, for sitting in the corner and running lights the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would like to thank her for helping us out too.
She'll help you out later.
Zoom in on that.
Zoom in on that. Denise Kesterson,
Yeah,
Gary
we're doing
Cooper,
all right.
Marie, Kenny's girlfriend. I don't know her
Mike
last
Taffy.
name, so I'm sorry.
Right.
I already said Mike Taffy.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
God, there's just so many
There's
people.
so many people, yeah. If we're forgetting anybody,
Yeah,
we apologize.
but that's what I'd like to do, is thank everyone.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Eric, what do you think? Any last thoughts?
Let's
do it again,
I'm
right?
ready to do it again. Bobby's not. I have to put something together.
His worst nightmare. For me, the thing is, the last band I played in was with these guys, and I haven't. There's a reason why I didn't join another band in between, because I didn't want to. It wasn't a matter of just playing for me. It's a matter of hanging out with these guys, and being on stage with the guys, and having that whole experience with this group of guys right here. I've known Bobby and Jerry both for 39 years, Eric for 36 years, and this to me is the fun part of it. Anything else would just be work. If I was to join another band, it would just be work.
It's work.
This is fun. Eric's in a band, he can tell you. It's a lot of work. And if you're not enjoying the work, then it's just work. But when we come down here, and believe me, we put in a lot of work down here, and we have put in a lot of work for the reunion. But to me, it was never really work. To me, it was always fun. The work was when I'm by myself at home learning the songs, but once we get here and we're all together, it's just a blast, you know. For that reason alone, I would do it again and again and again, and not even blink. But anyway, follow us on Facebook, Hot Ice, Facebook. Follow us on. We've got some YouTube videos. This thing's out, so hopefully you're seeing this and enjoying it. But up and coming, hopefully maybe something in the future. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We can talk this one into it, and this one here, and
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm the yes man.
Yeah, exactly. Just ask him Eric. Yep.
You sure you got that right? Tell you.
But that's it from Hot Ice.
Yeah.
Hope
Thank
you
you.
enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the music.
Hope we weren't too boring.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see you out there again soon.
And hopefully you'll forgive Jerry for being such a
Jerry. For being Jerry.
What?
Hey.
A beep.
He's Jerry. He hasn't changed a bit.
He hasn't changed a bit.
I changed my underwear.
Thank God.
We're out.
Oh,
Take
by the way,
care.
I powdered up this morning. So I'm good.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming out tonight. We really appreciate it. Make sure before you leave that you tip your bartenders, barmaids, waitresses, and everybody else. Everybody drive carefully, not carelessly, but carefully. Good night.